Bonton Roulette, welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your host, the Rich Auntie, and the Rich in Rich Auntie is rich in love, joy, peace, favor, gentleness, basically the fruits of the spirit. Listen, welcome to this space. And also, I am your favorite Rich Auntie. I'm your favorite auntie and success coach. Thank you guys for joining. Today, I have the privilege of interviewing Billionaire PA. You guys do not want to miss this interview. He will be on here shortly. Again, welcome to Candid Conversations. This is a space where we have very candid conversations. A lot of times we keep things, what stays at this house, what happens at this house stays at this house. We are breaking that narrative right now, and we're getting free from all the things that we have been putting under the cover, so to speak. So welcome to this space. I am invite some people into the room. Billionaire PA will be here shortly. Let me send him just got off the phone with him. So thank you guys for joining, and invite some people in the room. Invite some people into the room. He should be here shortly. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. I am your host, the Rich Auntie, your favorite auntie and success and business coach. And this is Candid Conversations, where we have very candid conversations. And you do not want to miss this interview with Billionaire PA. And I'm not going to... And I'm going to let him introduce himself, because a lot of times we have all these things written down on paper, but that may not be who they identify as. But I want him to come in and identify himself. So you guys, he should be here in a few seconds. So bear with me. Happy Friday to everyone. And again, when I say the Rich Auntie, I mean rich in love, joy, peace, and gentleness, long suffering, fruits of the spirit, basically, and also manifesting generational wealth. If you are about building generational wealth, put a 1 in the chat. If you are about building that generational wealth, that's what this space is all about. A lot of times we can't run successful businesses until we deal with some things that yes, I love that we have just been we just have been allowing to hold us back. Yes, a lot of ones. So that's what this space is about, you guys. I have been a therapist for 20 plus years. And what I know is that we have to deal with the things that have been holding us back, far as limiting beliefs, the beliefs that we have about ourselves, that a lot of times that have been passed down, that we call generational curses, you guys. So those generational curses are just habits that have been passed down, and now we normalize them. I'm from the South, you guys. I live in California now, but originally I am from Louisiana. And honey, we are a Bonton Roulette state, honey. We let the good times roll, honey. I don't know if y'all seen, we love Frankie Beverly. I'm gonna tell y'all, I thought Frankie Beverly I thought he was from Louisiana. I thought he was from New Orleans, baby. We love some Frankie Beverly. If you have seen the Shade Room or anybody that's from New Orleans, baby, they had a whole second line with Frankie Beverly in a casket, a picture of him. And baby, it was thousands and thousands of people out there. I was like, now, we do the most, honey. We do the most, but we love Frankie. What I'm saying is we have beliefs and things that we're going to do. And I mean, if you're from the South, I'm from Louisiana, honey, we cut up. Yes, wearing white in honor of him today. That's what I'm talking about. We love Uncle Frankie, honey. Like I said, I thought he was from New Orleans, but I was like, no, he's not. I think he's from California. I think I'm not even sure because in my head he's still from New Orleans, honey. If you ever went to Essence Fest, for years he closed out Essence Fest. And listen, even though his voice was leaving him, honey, baby, people, they were still bringing Frankie in and letting him, like, they would sing the song, and honey, they would be singing the song, honey. All they wanted him to do is just be there. So that's just how much love we have. But getting back to generational curses, you guys, generational curses. Yeah, let's give it up for Frankie Beverly and Maze. And you know, that type of music, this was like some years back. I had never been to a Frankie and Beverly concert, Frankie Beverly and Maze concert ever. And I went with one of the older nurses that we worked with, and everybody had on white. And I was like, why all these people got on white? Why all these people have on white? And they was like, girl, that's what you do at a Frankie and Beverly concert. You wear white. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. So anyway, honey, we love some Frankie Beverly and Maze. Yes, honey. Let me tell you, y'all go back and look at my reel. Baby, Black Aunties, we love some Frankie Beverly and Maze. Hold on. Yes. So y'all know we love some Frankie Beverly and Maze. So guys, we're waiting on Millionaire PA to come into the room. If you have been a day one follower of me, put a 1 in the chat. I know some people are new to me. He just came into the room, but my mantra was speak impeccable over your life, because life and death lies in the power of your tongue. That was my mantra, honey. And everybody that saw me, they was like, Rich Auntie was like, you know, speak impeccable over your life, because life and death lies in the power of your tongue. And this, I'm going to say wealthy a rich aunt, his mantra is speak your dreams into existence. And he's now in the room. So you guys invite some people into the room, and he's coming in. Inviting him into the room, waiting on him to come. Hey, wealthy Friday to you.
What's going on?
It's all about you. I am speaking my dreams into existence.
Absolutely, as you should.
I love it. I love it. So you guys, let me reset the room. Again, I am the Rich Auntie, your favorite auntie and success coach. I believe in being impeccable with your words, because life and death lies in the power of your tongue. And today, you guys, I'm from the South, you guys. Y'all know Frankie Beverly is like, you know, today's supposed to be white day, but I had to come in here. I got my little white in the bag, but I am just so thankful. I had to this opportunity to connect with this amazing man that's on this screen, and I did not want to say like all of his accolades, because honey, I don't want to put him in a hole. I want him to come here and let you guys know who he is, and you guys see how amazing he is. So we're gonna get started.
Oh man, what's going on?
Invite some people in the room, you guys.
Everything is good. I'm just living my purpose, living my dreams. How about yourself?
Listen, I'm just going for what I know. Let me tell y'all what happened.
Hold on.
He
if you don't mind, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna go out and come back in because my screen froze. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay. Listen, this is not stopping anything. You guys make sure that you're inviting some people into the room. Again, my name is, I'm the Rich Auntie, honey, your favorite auntie and business coach. Thank you guys for joining. I'm going to let him talk. Yes, is it your screen still frozen?
No, we good.
Okay, we're good. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself to the community, and thank you for joining today.
Oh, absolutely. My name is Billionaire PA, and I am A imperfect world changer.
Awesome. Oh, I love that. Imperfect world
Absolutely.
changer.
Absolutely.
Can you elaborate on that? Because he said imperfect. I love that.
An imperfect world changer is somebody who does not want to be what people perceive. I don't want to be what people perceive me to be, but I want to be the authentic person that I know myself to be.
Wow.
And a lot of times when we're on social media, people have their perceptions of who I am because I am a leader and attempt to limit me from living my full capacity of human existence. And I like to wake up and live all aspects of me in the most authentic way that I choose to, not how people aspire for me to live to appease their ego or their pride. So I call myself an imperfect world changer.
Wow. So I love that because if you guys don't know, I'm a mental health therapist and have been for so many years, 20 plus years, and I love people. I see people at their rawest form. Right now, I work in corrections, and that is one of the rawest forms where you don't have anything to prove to anybody now because it's like I'm at ground zero. So I love getting into that, tapping into that energy of where people like they're not on the streets where they don't really have to like perform, to show that I'm this big man. So right now they just who they are. And with me working in mental health, they come in and able to share those hurts that have. Well, I'm gonna talk about generational curses. I see you as I am a generational curse breaker in my family. And I see you as the same. Do you see yourself as a generational curse breaker?
Um, you know, do I see myself as a generational curse breaker? I see myself as a person that's always in the process of healing. I never really aspire to really be fully healed because then I would be perfect. And I'm always in the process of healing and, taking like my mom to therapy with me, taking my sisters to therapy with me. So, I'm more of I rather break generational curses with the people that are living that I love together and not just by myself.
Yes. Um, a lot of times a lot of times people say things. I love to execute. I'm an executor. So when I say generational curses, like I moved from Louisiana to California. And so I got nieces and nephews that looking back at me and saying like, TT, man, you did it. Like, I get like kind of teary eyed saying it. And it lets them know that they can do it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
absolutely.
So that's what I'm talking about, generational curses, because they know where I come from. But now I'm here and it's like you can start your own business. You can do those things. So and once we're doing it, they can do it. That's why I say that we're the we could be generational curse breakers. And when I say curse, I mean habits. Habits a lot of times that we pass down in our families that appear to be normal, like drinking and sad to say, community selling drugs, uh, um, just different things, that that may appear normal, and that we make normal
Oh, absolutely.
habits.
Yeah, well, I mean that's beautiful, and I'm glad that you are a generational curse breaker, and I speak into existence that you break as many generational curses that you possibly can. I put that into the universe, and there's a lot of power in manifesting and speaking your dreams into existence. So, man, I definitely pray that manifests for you. Hold on one second, I'm gonna be right back.
Gotcha. You guys, thank you guys for joining. And I want you guys to put in if you are speaking your dreams into existence. And if you have a dream, put it in the comment, put it in the chat. If you have some dreams that you're speaking into existence, put it in the chat. Because guess what? That's where it starts. Speaking it.
Oh,
Oh, somebody
absolutely.
said yes, Lord.
Yeah, you got to know the power of manifesting things into the universe. It's a lot of power in doing that. You feel me?
Lot, um, death and life lies in the power of your tongue. So what are you speaking over yourself? So I'm speaking life. I choose to speak life over myself. So can you give us a little bit about yourself?
Um,
Tell us.
I don't know why my screen it just keep freezing up, so I don't really see all the comments. So if people comment, that's why I'm looking over here at my other phone. So I don't know why
Oh,
my
okay.
yes. So what was your question?
Um, tell the audience a little bit about yourself. How did you become first? What the name Billionaire PA? Are you a billionaire?
I'm never going to, and I'm gonna say this respectfully. Um, I am a person. Let's just start with the name. Billionaire. It represents my dream, and my goal is to inspire 1 billion people to speak their dreams into existence. The PA stands for production assistant. I used to be a production assistant, and I wrote a quote that says, "A job title does not justify your success. So be careful how you treat people." When it comes to money, I believe that money is a promissory note that acquires debt, and applied knowledge is a promissory note that acquires power. I would never confirm if I have $1 billion sitting in an account or not, because people tend to, the mission and the purpose of what I'm on shouldn't be based on how much money I have or whether I disclose that or not. Um, so I'm just a person that's more so like my business. And I've learned through my grandmother that certain information and certain business needs to stay private and information needs to be public. And I get to pick and choose what I want to share with the world and what I don't want to share with the world. And so, when it comes to my ultimate vision and my ultimate purpose is to inspire 1 billion people to manifest their dreams. And that's where I want to put my focus at when I'm doing interviews and stuff like that. It's never been about the money to me, but I will confirm to anybody, you are whatever you desire to speak into existence. So if you feel that you are a millionaire, you are a millionaire, and you have the power of manifesting that. If you feel that you are healthy, you have the power of speaking things into existence if you truly believe in it.
Facts, facts. Because like with my name, it's the Rich Auntie, and people automatically go to money. But what the rich and Rich Auntie is rich in like the fruits of the spirit. So I totally understand. You often speak about your grandmother, and a lot of times in the Black community, the grandmother is the person that is the glue that a lot of times keeps the family together. Tell me what your grandmother means to you or meant to you. I don't know if she's still alive or not, but it's a lot of times if somebody's gone, they still live in your heart.
Okay, because you keep freezing up. So what I'm gonna do is I remember that question. I'm gonna log out and log back in, but I'm gonna put my phone on airplane mode because I think it's because I'm getting a lot of phone calls.
Okay, okay,
Okay, I'll
all
be
right,
right back. But just remember
okay,
that question.
okay. Hey, you guys, thank you guys for joining. Again, let me reset the room. I am the Rich Auntie. And when I say rich, like I said, rich in love, joy, peace, integrity, favor. Hold on, let me bring him back in. And let's see. Let's see. Hopefully. Is it better?
All right, there we go. That should be good.
All
I
right.
love the name. So I should be good now. I should
Thank
be
you,
good.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
We
Let's
back. We
reset the
back to be
room.
speaking dreams into existence. Rich Auntie in full effect. Hopefully we good and we will not freeze up. I like to read the comments too. All right, what was your question?
Yes, yes.
What
Thank you
was your
guys
question?
for joining. I asked you a question about your grandmother.
My grandmother is one of the most inspirational women that I've ever met in the history of my existence. My grandmother is a world changer. My grandmother was the type of woman that taught me that even if I am right, that she taught me that life was not about right and wrong. It was more so about tapping into into your purpose and living out your actual purpose, because somebody on the outside can look and see the purpose that you have might not be right for them, but it doesn't make me wrong to live my life the way I choose to live my life. My grandmother
Facts.
was a person who taught me the value of money, taught me the value of relationship, taught me the value of being authentically myself. My grandmama is the woman that encouraged me to write the quote, never spend your present time with a person that you don't have a future with. You know, I have an amazing mother as well. My mother and my sisters and my family are some amazing, I've been around amazing women my whole life. And, you know, I put all of those adventure women together and it birthed what you have here today. A person who decided to just live an authentic life. My grandmama always told me that when you stop caring about what people think about you, then you'll be able to live out your purpose to its fullest.
Man, you have some strong women in your life.
Absolutely.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. And you know what? That's what we need now. You know, women that going to speak into the younger generation and tell you the truth, tell you like it is. I heard one quote that you said your grandmother told you when you were incarcerated, and she told you something about your mind. They can have your can you can you elaborate on that one?
Well, she said they may have your body. I was locked up in jail, and if you can see behind the wall, I got a dream wall in my office right here that represents me going to jail. And it's never about where you start, but it's where you come. So this is a dream wall where people come and they speak your dreams into existence. And so a part of my grandmama's spirit is still living on my dream walls that I put up. So people would never realize, but those gold bars represent the bars I used to stand behind. And when I called her collect, she said, those people may have your body, but they do not have your mind. And it ain't one human on the face of this earth that will ever stop this brain from dreaming and manifesting. See, there's a difference between a dream and a purpose. And this is something that I had to understand. Everyone on earth has a dream, but everyone on earth does not develop and discover what their purpose is.
Wow, that is
Every
so.
person out there has a dream, but everyone does not discover what their purpose in life is. I am a person that knows I know exactly why the universe created me. And I'm living in my purpose. It's not tied to material things, because see, you can have a dream of owning a house, and then you manifest that dream of owning the house. But what if you got a mansion and you got that house, but you don't have the right person in there to help you to make it a home?
Who I need my tambourine, honey. The Rich Auntie is a tambourine beater, honey. That y'all. Ooh, that's a tambourine moment right there, honey. Cause Luther Vandross had a song, "A house is not a home when there's no one there." Honey, listen. Oh my goodness.
You know,
Finding your
if you
purpose.
end up getting a
Finding your
Lamborghini,
purpose.
you get a Lamborghini, right? Speaking of ring light, let me cut this one off. You end up getting a Lamborghini, and you know what good is the Lamborghini if you ain't got the right people riding for you?
That is so true.
You know
You
what I'm saying?
know,
So to me, it's just like, that's cool. It's cool to have a dream. I have dreams of having a mansion, having a 63 bedroom house, having cars, but it ain't nothing better on earth than waking up every day and living out your authentic purpose on why the universe actually created you. See, when you can wake up every day and live your purpose, you also got to understand that there's a difference between being happy and there's a difference between being joyful. To me, happy is a temporary emotional feeling. And joyful is something that is forever. It's infinity. You can walk up to a homeless person who's happy and give him $100, and he's going to be happy that you gave him $100. But then you take 5 steps and walk down the street and turn back around to that homeless person and then tell him that that $100 is fake. He's going to now be sad. He's probably going to be upset, probably feel some type of way. But when you do that to a joyful homeless individual, or a joyful person, they will make anything negative or not or bad turn it into a positive. I'm just happy to have met you. I'm just happy that someone spoke to me today. I'm just happy that someone appreciated my existence. I'm just happy that somebody loves me to life. And that's why I always say that quote, I love you to life, is because we tend to wait till people die to give them flowers. And I've never understood, why do we wait till people die to give them flowers? The flowers are living and the people are living, so shouldn't the people get the flowers while they are alive? I don't want anything when I'm dead, because I've never met one dead person that died, came back and said, hey man, I got the flowers at the funeral.
That is so true. Before my mom died, I would send her flowers back to Louisiana just every month. I would send her flowers because she loved flowers. And I would just send her flowers, and she loved pretty things. She loved pretty gowns and stuff like that. So I would go, she loved to shop at Dillard's. So I would go to Dillard's and get her some gowns and just send them back home to her and just watch her open them and just be so excited. But you're absolutely right. And someone in the comments said, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Love that. Yeah, it is a difference between joy and being happy. Because happiness is fleeting, honey. You could be happy, you got a new car, you got a new home, but honey, the joy, oh no, you're right. Joy is something that, honey, you cannot take away, honey. You can, they take
Absolutely.
my car away. I'm still, the rich auntie still gonna be happy with, well,
Absolutely.
joyful.
Hey, and that's good. That's what I want to see, you joyful every day, Rich Auntie. I want to see you thriving. I want to see you happy. What other questions you got for me?
You know what? I showed, so if you guys don't know, I work in corrections here in California. And I told the guys, I told my patients that I would be interviewing you. And they was like, they were like, Miss Banks, you gonna let us see it? I said, oh, I don't know. But I showed them your TED Talk. And they were like, wow. They were like, wow. And they said, Miss Banks, this who you're talking to? I was like, yes. I said, and then I love to show different TED Talks with people that they can relate to. And after I showed your TED Talk, we had a conversation, we had a dialogue. And I said, I spoken to them. I say, I see this same passion that you guys can do the same thing in telling your story. And they were so encouraged. So I'm just going to let you know that, you know, a lot of times your purpose, it is, that's why we have to connect, you guys, because connecting with him now, I'm showing, because I'm connected to him now, I am showing his TED Talk to, I'm telling you guys, I work in a maximum security prison. So I'm
Yeah.
showing his TED Talk every chance that I get. And now that I have this interview, I'm going to chop it up. So, honey, I can show them. They can be like, Miss Banks, you really doing a thing, you know? Because on Wednesday, I did I went and did I want to get 1,000 CEOs from behind the bars in prison. That is one of my goals, to get 1,000 CEOs from behind the bars. So I went in and just kind of talked about that as well. But I'm telling you, your TED Talk, like it really had their mind blown.
So
You know, so.
The TED Talk inspired the people to speak life into their dreams. That's beautiful.
And
That
then you
TED
know
Talk
what?
probably that TED Talk significantly, changed my life. So where do I listen? The TED Talk is on Instagram. All you gotta do is type in billionaire PA and type in the TED Talk. And it was an absolute blessing. It's been so many years now, and I still get so many schools, so many people in prison, so many people in jail, so many people locked up, just people, just the regular people, the regular community, middle schools, high schools, reach out to me and say, man, that's one of the most powerful TED Talks I've ever seen.
And it's
And
powerful.
it's when I'm on the stage, I don't really think to motivate people no more, because motivation without instructions is dangerous. It ain't nothing like a person being motivated but don't know how to get the $1,000 to pay their rent. You can't just pray all day, every day. Well, you can, but that doesn't mean the results are going to come in. People truly have to learn the power of, it's one thing to speak something into existence, but before you even speak it, you actually have to believe what you're speaking in order for it to manifest. Everything that I speak, I actually believe. I believe the power of manifestation. It is not my responsibility to believe in my mother's dreams. It is not my responsibility to believe in my sister's dreams. It is not my responsibility to believe in nobody's dreams on here. That's your vision and that's your belief. A lot of times we want people to save us. We want people to, it's my goal to help people to manifest their dream. It's not my job to own your purpose. It's not my job to own your dream. My job is just to help you discover what your purpose is, help you to find what your purpose is, help you to understand who you are. Do you know how many people on this earth don't have a clue of who they are? They don't have a clue. That's why a lot of people don't know what their dream is. They don't know what their purpose is. How can you discover what your purpose is when you don't even know who you are? When you open up a dictionary, there are two things in the dictionary. There is words and there's definitions. The word only holds value based off of the definition that is defined in the actual word. Once you discover who you are, you have to define who you are. So a lot of times we ask people, what do you do? I've never thought that was a valid question to really ask people when you initially meet them. I prefer to ask people, Rich Auntie, who are you? Because not all the time what you do represents who you are. And so a lot of times we think people are wearing masks, and you'll be with them in a relationship for 6 months, or you'll be in business for 6 months. You're like, oh, this person was not who I thought they were. Oh, this person scammed me. Well, a lot of times we don't ask people the right questions.
Thanks.
If you ask people, like a lot of times we ask we want to know what kind of car they drive. Just because a person drives a Mercedes doesn't mean they're a great person. Just because a person that has $1 billion doesn't mean they know everything. Doesn't make them a great person. So when I ask questions, the reason why I'm asking the questions that I'm asking is because I am attempting to learn about your character. I am attempting to learn if you have morals that are aligned with my morals. I am attempting to learn about your integrity to see if it is aligned with mine. I am attempting to see if you know how to handle conflict resolution. Can you live in the light? Of course I know you can, but can you survive in the darkness?
Ooh, ooh. Oh, I need to go get my tambourine, honey, when you drop them, honey. It's easy to live in the light, but can you continue to grow in the dark? Oh, wait, my goodness. I love that. I love that. And that's why when I was bringing you up, I was like, I didn't want to say all your accolades and all the things that you have done. I wanted you to come on here and define yourself, not
And
me, just saying, reading off all the things you've done. But I wanted you to come on here and show people who you are.
Miss Rich Auntie, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be so transparent, and I'm not being funny. I've accomplished so much in this life that I'm so blessed that I don't even have the mental capacity to tell people everything I've done. And the reason why is because I'm so focused on where I have learned the value of the present moment. I have learned, that's my mom calling. I have learned the value. I will never not answer for my mom, so hold on.
Okay, go ahead. That's right.
I'm on a live right now. Can I call you back? All right, well. Okay, I have learned, it's three things. People tend to live in two places. Many people live in their past. My daddy wasn't there for me. My grandmama died. They live in it. And then you got another group of people, they live in the future. I'm gonna be this billionaire. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna get this car. I'm gonna get this house. The reality of it is, Rich Auntie, there's only one that actually exists, and that's the present. So I have learned the value and the importance of living in the present moment because that's all that exists. I'm not telling you don't think about your grandmama that died, but I can't live in the past. I can't live in my future. What if you have a dream of being a millionaire, but that ain't the purpose that the universe has for you? And then I'm the type of person, I cannot speak for other people, but I can speak to me. If I kept just saying it's all about a dream and I die right now today, I'm the type of person that's going to get to heaven and I'm going to get in an argument and a debate with God, a healthy conversation. I'm going to be like, God, I never accomplished all my dreams. My dream was to be a millionaire. My dream was to have this type of wife. My dream was to have this type of house. My dream was to have this type of car. And then God probably would look back at me and say, well, I never put you down there to get no car, no house. I just put you there to live your purpose. See, a tree outside does not have a dream. A tree understands its purpose. I would ask any human, if you look outside your house, find one tree, go out there and hug the tree, and ask that tree if that tree could talk. Are you living your dream or living your purpose? And I'm going to give you an example. When we as humans go through breakups or we go through anything in life, many of us want to get on a flight and go to Miami, go to Europe, go to Los Angeles. Ain't nothing wrong with traveling when you're going through something. Because our hearts are broken. We had a bad deal that didn't do too well. I need to get out the house. I need to go get a drink or something. I need to go do X, Y, Z. I need to go to the club. Ain't nothing wrong with having fun. That's not what I'm saying. But my question to you is this. We could travel all around the world while our heart is broke. Meanwhile, the tree has never left anywhere, but is continuing to grow. So my question to any human is, you know why you're not continuing to grow when you're going through a heartbreak? It's because you have failed to actually sit still and pay attention. Sometimes you don't even have to move, just like my grandmother used to say, you don't have to speak to be heard. Your actions can actually speak for you. The tree doesn't have to speak for you to know its purpose. The tree doesn't run to you, you run to the tree when you're hot and you need shade. You run to the tree when you need oxygen.
Wow.
This is one story that I had told a while back. And it's because I went 21 years with no belief in God. I didn't believe in God for 21 years. This is why I say I'm an imperfect world changer. You know why? I'm the perfect person to change the world for God because I believed in the devil and God. And guess what I found out on the discovery of that? God and the devil is inside of me. I get to wake up and choose which one I activate. I'm not asking the world to believe in my beliefs. I'm not asking the world to agree with me. My grandmother has molded me so well that even if I'm wrong, I want to stand in my wrong square. And I want to stand on my square. And I want to stand on my business. People wish they had this type of confidence. I don't need you to agree with my beliefs. I don't need you to believe in them. That's why the universe created 8 billion people for us to all think the way we desire to think, and we attach ourselves with the people who are in alignment with the routes that we want to go.
Facts.
I let everybody be who they want to be, not who I expect them to be. If you sell drugs, sell your drugs. It's not my job to talk at you. If that's what you choose to do, then do that. If you want to be a world changer, then go change the world. You don't have to tell everybody you changing the world. If you really changing the world, we gonna see it. So going back to your question, when you ask me, what have I done? I've written 83 books. I wrote all my books out of depression. Right now, everybody that's tapped in, as you know, I have a program called Sponsor a Child's Dream, where every single month I donate free product to children under the age of 18. When I say products, I'll show you. I have a wristband that I wear. This is not on me right now, but it's a wristband that says I speak dreams into existence. I go into the schools and I donate to the children, and the sponsorship is only $9 a month. It's $9.19. So if you want to sponsor one child's dream for $9, we spend $9 every day on nothing.
Coffee.
Comment the word sponsor if you want to tap in. That's what I mean when I say I'm a world changer, because I don't want to go into the schools, Rich Auntie, and talk at the children. I want to give them something, because when you give, they're open to receiving.
Yes.
So if you want to be a sponsor, just come and sponsor, and we're gonna tap in, and we're gonna bless these children, man.
Yes. Listen, my community, rich aunties and rich uncles, I'm gonna need y'all to tap in. I sponsored for a year. I think I did for a year. So you guys, I think for a year it was like 119. I don't know what it was. I think it was like 119 or something like that. So you guys tap in, because he's doing a great work. Make sure you go back and just research who he is. And you know what I saw when I started researching you, billionaire? You've been working a long time. Listen, when I went back and I was like, oh my goodness, he been on this road a long time. Y'all, recently I started following you. I don't know, you had some kind of content in it, and I love, because he's always dancing and he's giving a great message. But I saw that he had a ankle monitor on, and working in correction, that just intrigued me even more, and just like cheering for him to, like, you know, I didn't even look up what all his, I just was just following him, and I was like, oh, I just love what he's doing. And I love your content. But now that I connected with you and just seeing like your purpose and just seeing you executed, he's an executor. When I commented on one of his reels, and he was like, he was like, you know, what you need to do to be for you to be a sponsor. And I was like, oh, I would love to be a sponsor, y'all. We have to sow into good ground. As Black people, we have to learn to sow into good ground. When people are doing things that are changing people's life, and you can go back and look at all the things that he, you know, done, but that doesn't just define him, but that's part of what he's done. And he's executing, not just saying, because a lot of times we do a lot of talking, but we do not execute. This man is executing. Make sure you sponsor. And then if you will sponsor for a month, it's $9. Tap into that.
Absolutely. Comment sponsor in the comments if you want to tap in and sponsor one child's dream. If you don't mind, I appreciate your existence. Debt counselor, hey, let me know if you want to tap in. Jay Adams, any of y'all, man, tap in with the vision.
That's my community.
I appreciate y'all. It's on your link. No, all you got to do is say sponsor, and you will get a DM from us. Just say sponsor if you want to tap in, and we gonna bless one. Even if you don't do but one, man, we ain't playing. We all actions, and I definitely appreciate all y'all existence in here.
I absolutely love it. And y'all, let me tell y'all how much he execute. I was like, I'm at work. He was like, what's your phone number? I was like, I sent him my phone number, and I was like, I'm at work. He called me at work. I gave him my extension, and I love a person that loves to execute. I'm not no talker. If anybody that's been following me, the Rich Auntie, when I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. So that's the part of, okay, we got these sponsors coming in. Come on, let's get some more sponsors in here.
I'm gonna speak into existence from this live. We get 4 sponsors, and there's 4 children. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to do it, Rich Auntie, genuinely. You know what I'm saying? You should never, you know, have to beg or continuously ask people to do something. If it's in the kindness of your heart and that's what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? I only want the right energy into what it is that I am doing, because the right energy and the authentic energy is what actually changes the actual world. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, my dream is to be like the sun. If the sun come out and shine, I'm gonna shine. And if drops of rain fall out the sky, I'm gonna use them drops to water you.
Yeah.
That's the authentic version of who I am, and that's myself. And so anybody that want to do sponsorships genuinely for the children, comment sponsor. And thank you to the 2 people that actually did tap in. So I do appreciate your whole existence, and these children will get those gifts within the next 7 days.
Wow. Okay. Look, they going up and researching you. I recently was looking at your recent interview, and you said that you deal with depression a lot of your life. You had suicidal thoughts,
Uh,
and I just want to lean into that with myself being in mental health. How do you cope day to day? What kind of coping mechanism do you use to continue to, I know you say you're healing, ing, you continue to heal. So what are some things that you do to continue to heal?
well, I think for me, the number one thing that and I'm careful with how I speak to people because depression is something that I have always battled with, and it doesn't matter how successful you are, or how much money you have, or how many women you have, or you have a life that's amazing. People think sometimes you got to be actually going through something to be depressed, and you actually don't.
At all.
It's just the way some people's mindset actually what they tend to focus on and how that person processes information. And so always said I wanted to be authentic and I wanted to be honest. And when somebody asked me, do I still battle with it? How did I overcome my depression? I told them the truth. I told them I never overcame the depression. I have just learned how to manage it. And ways that I manage it is spending so much time sitting still like that tree that I have truly learned who I am, what I like and what I don't like, and learn how to articulate myself in a healthy way to people that trigger me and let them know that I'm no longer available to hang out around you, because that is a part of why I have been depressed, because I have been around toxic environments my entire life that it no longer serves a purpose for me. I don't have to struggle in order to be successful. I don't have to go through hell and have a hellified story to write another book. And so things that I specifically do is I make sure that, like right now, I'm on this coconut water to give my body, you know what I'm saying? I got coconut water in here to give my body the necessary strength. I make sure that I'm drinking enough water. I'm making sure that I am around people that are smarter than me. I take 1 to 2 Epsom salt healing baths per day. I make sure that I put ginger inside of my body, whether it is a ginger tea or a relaxing or a relaxing herbal tea to keep my organs healthy, because I want to keep everything in my body in a healthy mindset as well, so that my mind can produce healthy thoughts. And if we're going to sit here and be honest and we're going to say that I wouldn't hang out with negative people, how can you say that but put negative animals inside of us or eat negative things? Am I a victim of eating negative things? Absolutely. But I believe that everything does happen in moderation. So you have to be careful with everything that you consume. Too much of God, I don't think. Somebody that's talking about God all day, I'm scared of them. And somebody that's talking about money all day, I'm scared of them. So I've learned how to balance my life. I take meditating walks. I talk to people when I'm down. I make sure that I can call people who not just gonna say, I'm gonna pray for you, but they don't even pray for you. I actually talk to people who actually really gonna pray for me. And then I'm okay with them praying for me because I know who they praying to and I know what they praying for. I don't want everybody praying for me because I don't know who you pray to and I don't know what you pray for.
Period.
So I've just learned to be not difficult, but honest with myself. Everybody ain't for me. Everybody's not going to support me. So one of the things I'm going to walk out of the house every day and do for my depression is I'm going to walk 4 miles. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to take my socks off and I don't know why what that ocean does, but when you get in that ocean and you get up under that waterfall, it just seems like God created every aspect of this world to help you to deal with anything that you're going through. It's something about the sun. When you get in the sun, the energy
Yes.
that the sun puts inside of your body. I don't know why when I'm sitting in the house, I feel claustrophobic. When I get in the sun a little bit, I feel like I'm ready to take over the world.
Yes, it's called
So it's
grounding. Yes.
exactly. Sometimes I just have to go out there and I gotta sit to myself and have a conversation with myself and admit what I'm actually going through. I've learned that even being a world-changing motivational speaker, when somebody asks me, "How do you feel right now?" I sit, and my grandmama always said, "You don't have to have a time response because that's what people want. Tell them people that you need some time to think about it if you need time to think about it." My response should not come when you think they should come. Some stuff I need to think about. So when you ask me how I feel, I might say, let me take a moment and think about that. And you know why I'm taking that moment? It's because I want to give you an authentic answer. I want to tell the truth. Right now, how do I feel, God? I am so grateful to be alive because I know somebody died today.
Ooh,
That's
Jesus.
how I feel. I'm not trying to motivate you. I'm just answering the question about how I feel.
You know what, billionaire? I, listen, I'm at that point too. Is really living my authentic life. When I'm going into my job, my listen, part of my career has always been part of my purpose. I love to motivate, encourage. I've been doing that for so many years. So it's not about even the money. It's about that purpose. And
Mhm.
it's a Bible verse that says your gifts will make room for you. My gifts have made room for me. I love people. I love encouraging. I love motivating other people, and I see you are being authentic with who you are. And you know what? I believe that comes with time. Do you guys agree? Sometimes finding our purpose sometimes involves bumping our heads a few times till we like actually get what our purpose is. You know, I didn't know exactly what my purpose is, and then I was like, this is something I can do, and I get joy when I think about going and speaking into my patients every day. My gift of really authentically loving on people, even on
Absolutely.
here, I authentically love people, and my gifts have made room for me because I don't want to be a fake. Like I love what he said. Like if someone asks you how you're doing, and if you're not really having a good day, I'm not gonna lie and be like, "Oh, I'm good." I'm not doing all of that anymore. My energy, I'm putting my energy into other things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like being authentic. You know, there's two people you should not lie to, and there's one person you can't lie to. You should The one person you cannot lie to is God.
Facts.
The second person you should never lie to is yourself. Wherever you at right now in life, the best thing that you can do is accept it and acknowledge this is where I'm at. I'm
Ooh.
not a perfect person. I don't know everything. I'm not where I want to be in life. I'm also not where I used to be. But I'm extremely grateful that God has placed me right here on this live.
Ooh. I need to go get. Hold on. Let me go. See, I'm a tambourine. I'm a tambourine beating person. So continue telling my tambourine right here. Hold on.
If you inspired by this
Let me
particular
get mine.
interview,
Cause
drop
honey,
a
you've been
hey.
dropping
If
so
you if
many
you
gems on
if you
here. I'm
inspired
listen.
if you inspired, drop a heart, man. Drop some hearts. Drop some love, man. If you inspired, if you uplifted, if you think, I don't even think I've been live this year, to be honest with you.
Look at God. Listen, and when I say
I don't
rich,
even
I
think I've
say
been
rich and
live this year.
look at rich in favor, y'all. Look at this rich in favor.
You know what I'm
Look at
saying?
there.
And so drop a live if drop a heart if you inspire. You know what I'm saying? If you speak in let me know who in here, man. Put your hearts in there. And then, you know what I'm saying? I want to see where everybody from in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Put your city in the comments and shout your city out. You know, I want to see where the love is coming in at. And I do want to I want to tell you this story real quick, right? I'm from Alabama. I'm from Alexander City, Alabama. And it was one day I was standing outside with my mom, and we was in my grandmother's yard. And my auntie was in her red two-door car, and she was sitting on the passenger side. And my auntie friend, he was driving my auntie's car. And my little cousin, it's two of them. My auntie has two children. It was a boy and a girl. They were sitting in the back seat of the car. And the little boy, his name is Tadelius. He was telling my mom he wants to get out the car because he wanted to stay with my mother. And the little girl wanted to get out too. And my mom said, Ted, I want you to come with me. And Queenie, I kept you last night. I can't keep both of y'all. But Ted, you come with me. And the little girl was crying. She wanted to get out the car. But my mom said, I just don't, I got my three children. I can't keep all y'all. But I want to, and she wanted to keep both of them, but she told one to stay with my auntie, which is Queenie is, her mama is Veronica. And they drive off, the three of them, and within 1 hour, we get a phone call that a drunk driver hit my little sister, my cousin. And come and make a long story short, she ended up being brain dead. And she ended up passing away. Well, a week or two later, we go to the funeral. And I'm sitting at the funeral, I'm looking around at all the gifts and all the flowers that everybody brought. And I'm grateful that they did that. She's my first cousin, but I call her my sister, just so you know. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at all the flowers. And after the funeral, I get home, I talk to my grandmama. And I said, Grandmama, why do we wait till people die to buy them flowers? Most of the people in there never gave her no flowers when she was alive, including me. So ever since then, I made it an objective to create the quote, I love you to life, and give my family their flowers while they was alive. I wanted to share that story to encourage people that if you got people that you love and you got children, don't just tell them you love them. Because love, to me, is an action word that requires action. The same way you can tell them, the same energy it takes to frown is the same energy it takes to smile. The same energy that it takes to say I love you is the same energy it takes to go to the store and buy a gift and give it to somebody. And if you don't have the money, go outside and pick your flowers, pick your roses. Instead of going out to eat, cut the stove on and cook them a meal. I promise you it hit different.
Wait a minute. I was waiting on you to stop so I can look, beat my tambourine.
So I tell people that story because I want you to know the reason why I created every one of my quotes. And that's why I created the quote, I love you to life. That quote was created in honor of my cousin, Quinwana Vonche Blair. She died at 7 years old. I have kept her alive through my inspirational work. I have kept my grandmother's spirit alive through my inspirational work. I've kept my sister who died April 30th of last year at 37 from a massive heart attack. I keep their spirits alive through the work that I do. Everybody on earth is going to die. But everybody on earth is not living.
Oh.
Some people are
tell me the difference between that. What you mean they're not living?
Some people are just existing. They're not living their purpose. It's a bunch of alive dead people. You got some people dead. You got some people doing more work dead than they did alive, and you got some people that's living that still ain't doing nothing. And what do I mean specifically by that? I'm putting up dream walls around the world that will inspire people to speak their dreams into existence. I'm going to have street signs named after me that's going to say Wealthy Avenue, Speak Dreams Boulevard, Healing Street. Well, when I die physically, my message will still be out here working. That's the type of work that you want to do.
That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell y'all, if y'all not connected to people like this, listen,
absolutely.
If you're not connected to people like this, what are you doing? And that's what I am in this time in my life. I'm connecting to people that can pour into me. And look, and when it's time for me to pour into them, I can pour into them. And how do I pour into him? His vision, not saying that, I know he has a vision and I could be a sponsor to help him. That's how I can pour into him. I don't have to say a word. I just met him. And I don't have to say a word. How can I show that I appreciate him? He has a $9 sponsorship where I know he's going into the schools and helping. A lot of times we say we love somebody. like he said, it's an action word. But we don't show that we love him. I just met him and I saw the good work he was doing. I was like, I pay my tithes. If you pay your tithes into not just talking about doing good, he's actually doing good every day. Go back and look at his TED Talks, his whatever. He's not just talking it, he's actually doing it. And that's what moves me. Because people that's talking, I work in prison, I work in correction. So I'm used to people doing a lot of talking. Honey, you got to show me. You got to show me. That's
You got to show them, baby.
You got to
You got to show
them,
them.
baby. Show me.
You got to be a walking inspiration. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell you how I started this is how I'll end this. I am an imperfect world changer. I never have a desire to be who any one of you perceive me to be, only who I know I am authentic to be, to myself. You know how many people
you better preach, boy.
You know how many people I've met and I've heard when they meet somebody in person and say, well, you're not who I thought you were. It's because you don't know me. We have to start learning the difference between friends and associates and the titles that we give to people. We give people titles that don't even work for them titles, that don't even earn them titles. We expect, you know why, one of the reasons why I'm really so successful is because I actually define what success is to me, and a lot of people do not define what success is to them. I actually sat down with myself and said, every single thing that I've ever manifested is because I sat down and I wrote it down and I really spoke it into existence. Most people don't have no money in their bank account. It's not because you ain't working hard. It's not because you can't go get it. I'm going to tell you exactly why you don't have it in there. You don't believe you deserve it. You just are a talker. You just talking. It only takes 10,000 people to give you $100 and you are a millionaire. Everybody on earth don't have to believe in your dreams. There are 8.2 billion people. If your mama don't support you, your daddy don't support you, so what? Go get you another mother figure. Go get you another person who will support your dream. Sometimes your mother has already supported you enough. You wouldn't even be here if she didn't support you and birth you. So just be grateful with that and go get your purpose. Go get your dream. My mama don't never got to buy one shirt. She don't got to like no pictures on Instagram. She not even in that generation. So why would I sit here and say she's not supporting me? My daddy hasn't been here in my life. I don't know the last time I seen my daddy. I don't know the last time I talked to him. But at the age I'm at now, he hasn't been here the last 10, 15, 20, 30 years, and chances is he won't be here the next 30. So I don't live in my past. Though if I met him to this day, I would tell that man, thank you for your energy and birthing me. Look what you created. Regardless if you was here or not, I'm just grateful. I don't allow stuff like that to hold me back. I can't miss something I never had. I don't live in, most people live in an imaginary world. I don't live off ifs and buts. I live off of reality, the reality of it. Not if I'm going to be a billionaire, not if I'm going to be married in a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
It is going to happen. I don't live a if. I have the power to manifest. When I hear people say, oh man, it ain't no good women out here. It ain't no good men out here. That means you're not a good person. Why do you know that many bad people?
Man.
People do not like to hear the truth. No, I know. Let me say this in another way. Do you know how many amazing people that I know? And you want me to tell you why they love hanging out with me? Because I'm amazing. I didn't say I was perfect. I said I'm amazing. You know what I'm saying? Great people. I'm gonna tell you something like this, right? Because a lot of times people say, I used to believe this quote, but I don't know if I still believe in it. And I hope people can understand. People say you attract who you are. That's not necessarily true. That's not all the time true. Because one day, and this is where I got this analogy from. One day, I was sitting there looking at the light at nighttime, and I was watching the moth continue to fly to the light. and the moth will touch the light and then it'll jump back. And it's like the moth is just ignorant and it keeps flying up to the light. You just got burnt 3 times and you still attempting to touch the light bulb. So then I went outside and I stood there and I was like, dang, I looked outside, the sun was shining, I said it was beautiful. I looked up at the sun, then I covered up my eyes. Because when I looked up at the sun, it blinded me. And what I realized is when you are a light, you will attract people who are in darkness.
They want to be closer to you.
And the problem with people in darkness, this is where when and I'm gonna say this extremely slowly, man. Don't let it be a person in darkness that's toxic. There's a lot of people on Instagram that are attracted to my light. But when you get real close to me and you see the confidence, you see the security. See, it's hard for insecure see, you can love me from this Instagram, but when you get close to me and you see that I authentically walk in this truth, you see that I don't really care what you think about me, how you feel about me. The problem with that is my security will expose your insecurities. You can't stand that close to this light when you insecure. Because I'm going to expose that bull crap. I'm going to expose that BS to you, not intentionally, just through walking, living my great life. You're going to see me saying, man, I could have never said what he just said. It's like, what those people going to do? They not going to the grave with me. It ain't one of you people on this internet that will go 6 feet under with me. Not one of you. You won't die with me. So guess what? I need to wake up and live for me.
How have you gotten here? Because I can answer that for myself. How have you gotten here? Because listen, I see a lot of stuff on your social media, and now like actually talking to you. You've done a lot of work, because I've done a lot of work on myself, and I see that you have literally done a lot of work on yourself. A lot of work.
I'm still doing work though, every day. The best, I wake up every day and attempt to work on. I used to have a bad attitude. I worked on that. Now I'm working on talking less and listening to people more. I'm learning how to talk with my ears and listen with my mouth. I'm realizing that sometimes I talk too much. Sometimes you got to give people the opportunity for their light to shine. Your light don't always have to be shine. You got to know when it ain't your moment in this day moment. I'm learning all of that. But I'm honest with myself. I'm very honest with myself. Just because I'm changing the world don't mean every room I need to do a speech. Man. So every day I want my dream is I am going to ensure that the people around me know that their life matters. And just know that it's not my job to fix you. I'm still working on me. I am probably, and I know my business partner, she doesn't really like when I say this, but I told her one day I'm probably one of the most selfish person on earth. And she says, what makes you say that? And I said, well, I feel like God created me to be a disruptor. I say things that disrupts people, that distracts people and make them pay me attention. And she says, well, why do you feel that you are selfish? And I said, well, what is the opposite of selfish? It's selfless. And I want to tell you the truth. I've never thought less of myself. And I want to stand on my square of telling the truth. It's not one person's dream on here that I think about daily more than I think about myself.
And it's okay to be selfish.
Exactly. I don't know why people think that it's somebody else's job to manifest their dreams. I am a healthy, selfish person. I'm not an unhealthy selfish. I wake up every day and I think about myself before I think about my mother. I put myself in a better position first. So I'm in a position to help my mother. You can't give someone $10 if you don't have it. So you got to get up and go get love for yourself first before you can even give it. I understand that it sounds good. It sounds like people like when people say stuff that sound good, that appeases their feelings, versus what we really need to hear. What good is it for somebody to tell me that they love me, but they never showed me nothing? I just don't understand why you want to feel good of what somebody said to you versus actually seeing it and knowing the actual facts are there. I know my mama loved me. I know my mama sitting here happy. I'm not one of those people that sit and talk about I'm doing this and that for my family. My family don't care nothing about no money. My mother doesn't care if I'm rich or not. My mother doesn't care if I got a Rolls Royce or not. My mother doesn't care about this condo here in LA and Miami and Atlanta. My mama just want to know her baby okay. And this ain't and I tell anyone, it ain't no love greater in the world. This is just me speaking for me than a son's love with his mother.
Oh, yes. I have a son, so I know.
I'm telling you, it ain't no greater love in the world.
Wow.
Everything
And love
I
is an
do,
action word.
everything I do with thinking about my mama.
You talk about your mama and your grandmother a lot.
Because they're the best women that I ever met on earth. When I go out with women, you know what I'm saying, and I'm just being honest. When my mother and grandmother have been so great to me that I know what a great woman is. I know what a great person is.
Wow.
A lot of people want big mama and grandmama treatment, but ain't doing big mama and grandmama's work.
Come on. You better
And it's
come
like
on.
y'all don't really want to have this conversation. A lot of modern day women want me to get treated like how grandmama got treated, but when grandmama was getting cheated on, grandmama was still in the house holding the family together.
Wow.
Grandmama was sitting us down, expressing the truth to us, telling us, I'm not hiding nothing from you. I need you to know how to handle conflict resolution. This is what my grandmama was doing. There was never close your eyes. No, open that baby eyes because they're old enough to understand. It wasn't no, we ain't gonna talk to them about sex. We ain't gonna talk to them about diseases. Not with grandma. Grandma's like, yes, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have a conversation because these children ain't stupid.
Yes.
So when I sit, it's like when I'm going out, why should I be in tight? When you hear someone say protect and provide, well, grandma at the house doing everything she needs to do to hold that family up, not down. So I don't never want to settle down. I always want to settle up. There's a difference in that. So when you have men who came from good grandmamas and who come from good women, it's real hard for me to sit here and say, why would I give you this Chanel purse or this house when I know my mama done earned her title? My mama done put the work in. If anything happened to me right now, my mama gonna be there, win, lose, or draw, right or wrong. Mama not giving up. It's called unconditional love. And everybody don't have that.
Facts. People get sick now and they leave their partner. Let your husband or your significant other get sick, they leave them. But you're right. Big mama stayed there.
And there's nothing wrong. It's just I'm not mad. I'm just passionate because a lot of people, we give people titles and they haven't earned nothing. I don't owe no woman on earth nothing, not even my mother. I don't owe her nothing, and she doesn't owe me nothing. And it's hard for people to understand what I'm saying. It is a blessing and an honor to be able to bless my mother with what I give to her. And it is a blessing that she desires to call me every day. She's not obligated to do anything she does not want to do. She is a grown woman. And it is a blessing that we have the type of love that we genuinely want to do that for each other. That's what unconditional love looks like to me.
Yes.
You shouldn't have to force no woman to call you or force no man to reach out to you. I ain't got time to play no games. We too old to be playing, who do you like me, do I like you, man? It's either yes or no.
Facts.
Like, we too old for this.
Yep.
When you didn't call me, I don't got time for that. I don't do my mama like that. It ain't no, you ain't called me in 3 days. Hey, man, you feel some type of way, just call me and check on me. We all got things going on.
And you know what? This is something that has been a coach, our emotional intelligence. We get in our feelings about things. And that when we get in our feelings about things, that's when we don't call, or that's when we don't, until that person, well, I'm not going to call him or her until she calls me. No. If you want to talk to that person, just call them.
You ain't gonna lose. I had a mentor, I have a mentor named Walter Hill. And he taught me this right here. He taught me how to be vulnerable and say exactly how I feel with no expectations of the other person telling me what I said to them. So if I feel like I love you and I want to tell you that, I'm gonna say it if I want to say it. You don't have to feel the same way back to me, and you don't even have to say it. But the reason why I'm doing it is because I want to get my authentic truth out of me. I want to express how I feel.
Facts.
I've learned how to be a vulnerable, grown man and express both sides of myself when I'm happy and when I'm down. And it does not make me less of a man.
Facts. You know what? I hear a lot of men tell me that they were not given the space to cry. They didn't think that they could cry. And now that they're older, now they still, some of them still have that. They say they want to cry, but they can't cry.
Mm.
How do you feel about crying as being a black man?
How do I feel about crying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about it.
You all right?
Yeah, I was just checking on you, Mom.
You don't get through it.
Yeah.
Yep, you don't get through it.
When my sister died, how can I not cry? I do how I feel. And it made me no less of a man.
Yep.
We always want to, I don't have to be hard for nobody.
Yeah. There we go. But that comes with growth, because there's a lot of, people that still hold that thing that, men aren't supposed to cry.
Yeah,
and they're trying to hold up.
But I would tell anybody this, right? Cry in a safe space where you feel safe. Everybody don't deserve your tears.
Woo! Come on now. Everybody don't deserve your tears.
Everybody don't deserve to see your vulnerability.
Ooh.
You better be careful, and I'm encouraging you to cry around the people that will get you a bucket for them tears, will get you a napkin, will do everything they can. And they won't tell you, you won't have nobody sitting there saying, it's going to be, they'll tell you like, yo, my sister died. They say, it's going to be okay. That would never be okay to me.
No. I don't tell people that.
It would never be okay. And I've learned just to be careful with how I communicate with people. And you know what my mother would say? You know what she said on that phone? She said, baby, we're going to get through this together. Because it ain't never going to be okay. But she said, we going to get through this together. And that hit much different.
Yes.
And there's this thing called positivity toxicity, where you got a positive person who, no matter what people go through, attempt to make people be positive. No, sometimes you got to give people the authenticity. You got to give people the opportunity, to grieve what they are actually going through. They don't want to hear it's going to be okay. They need to get it out of them. And just because they're crying, it is not negative.
Facts. It's a release.
I've had to learn how to do this myself. Just because somebody's telling you what they went through does not make them a negative person. They need to have a safe space to authentically be their self, where you ain't gonna one day take that information and then beat it up on them and beat them down their throat. Because then what you are turning them into is a person that's gonna shut down on you. My mother will never tell me that I cannot talk to her about nothing. She will never tell me that.
This is so powerful because y'all, let me tell y'all, working in mental health for so many years and starting the Black Rich Auntie Society for Black and Brown women, y'all, we need safe spaces that we can talk like this so that we can speak and pour into each other and just be our authentic self. I love spaces like this.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Billionaire PA, for just being so authentic and just walking your truth. I love it. I
Oh,
love it.
that's one thing people know me to be. Look, I'ma always stand, Rich Auntie, on my square. If it's anything like every belief that I shared on here, I do not encourage people. I don't make it obligation for you to take my belief and take ownership of it. You don't have to believe and agree with everything that I said. I'm going to continue to stand on the square of my beliefs myself. I am having a human experience here on this earth, and I'm only speaking the things that I feel the universe is giving me to say. That doesn't mean that it has to be true for your life. It doesn't mean it has to be wrong. You can take the bits and pieces, what you felt inspired you, and go do something and apply that to your life. I understand that there is a God and a devil living inside of all of us, but you get to activate the positivity or the negativity inside of you. That is your decision. I have chosen now to wake up and activate the positivity within me. I am not a perfect individual. I am an imperfect world changer.
I love that. Imperfect world changer.
I don't want to be on your pedestal because if you feel that I have $1 billion, or you see my 63-bedroom house, or you see my nice Jeep, or you see my nice cars and my nice clothes, don't put me on your pedestal. I don't want to be on it.
Facts.
And I'm not gonna say, because some people say I'm not better than, what do they say? I'm not better than nobody else. I can't agree. I know that I'm doing better than a lot of people, and some people are doing better than me, and that's okay. The goal is to hang out with people doing better than you so you can elevate.
I
So I'm not gonna
hear
sit here and compare myself to everybody here on earth, because there are some people on this earth that are doing things that I do not do and that I do not co-sign. So I'm not gonna say I'm on the same level as those people.
and that's what we get in trouble at too, because we're looking, instead of staying in our lane, we looking to the left and to the right and comparing ourselves to other people. No, you run your
Exactly.
own lane. You get to know yourself better. How can you improve yourself?
And that's what Instagram has done to a lot of us, is we looking at these people's Instagram thinking they successful based off their posts, based off of their likes. Like
Facts.
you can't pay for loyalty. You can't pay for integrity.
Oh, oh,
You can't pay for character.
you can't buy it.
You can't buy that. You can't force a liar to be a truth teller. Y'all won't you can't change someone and make them something that they are not. You don't remember the quote. Well, one time I was having a conversation with somebody one day, and I said how I actually felt. And it's never my objective to be rude or mean. That's not my intentions. Somebody
But
said,
tell the truth.
I want to be honest and I want to express my
Yes.
feelings. And I said something. It wasn't, and I didn't raise my voice when I said it. I was on the level 4. Maybe I'm just giving you just drawing the picture for you. I was on maybe a level 3.5, 4, and I didn't use no cuss words, but I said something. The person says, "Well, I didn't like how that made me feel." And the first thing that I said nicely was, "I am not responsible for your feelings. You are."
Wait a minute.
Because I'm not responsible for how you feel. So in essence, if you rob the bank and you ask for my opinion, I'm probably gonna say something like, "You're going to jail." I'm not really concerned with how you feel about my delivery of that. I'm living my human experience and I felt like expressing it that way. And then they said, "Could you say it a little bit better?" And I took a moment to think about it. And I thought about it. And then I said, "No, I actually like the way that I said it. And I would like to add this to it. Y'all always say something about this quote. When people show you who they are, believe them. I am showing you that this is who I am. Stop attempting to make me say something I don't want to say to you. I said what I wanted to say. Now you as a grown person has an option to either stay here with me or you can leave."
Oh my goodness. I often say, in every situation, are you reacting or are you responding? Listen, listen, it's up to you. If somebody tell you something, are you either you're gonna react to it or are you gonna respond? Responding is taking time to think about, what you're
Absolutely.
gonna say or how, what reaction you're gonna give. But take
Absolutely.
time. Like, and if we continue to allow people to trigger us, we got to find out what our triggers are. And if we continue to allow people to trigger us with different things, honey,
Absolutely.
listen, you're going to be up and down. And baby, people going to have you just cussing people out on the job. I done seen people with PhDs get they walked off the job. You got a PhD and you done let somebody on the job trigger you. I'm like, how
Mm-hmm.
how crazy is that? We got to stop allowing people to trigger us. Learn to respond to situations. Stop reacting to
Absolutely.
situations.
If you do not control your mind, somebody else is.
Period.
My grandmama used to always tell me that anybody
Oh,
that
that's a
can
good one.
anybody that can control your emotions
Yes.
controls you.
And listen,
When you
and
learn
it's
how to
people
get
that's closest to
emotionally,
you.
when you
You
learn how
got
to
you,
get,
you know.
yeah, these the let me tell you something. These are the dream bands that the children will be getting. To everybody who said they are going to be sponsoring a child's dream, I want to say thank you. The reason why I'm showing you this is because I personally believe that people comprehend 90% of what you show them, 10% of what you say to them. And I honestly believe 0% of what you say to them and 100% of what you show them. So these are the dream bands. If you normally these dream bands cost $20 plus shipping. But when you sponsor a child's dream, I donate them to the child. It's only $9.19. If you want to sponsor one child's dream for my birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Absolutely. I want you to say sponsor in the comments. Now, this is how they come boxed up. They come
Wow,
boxed up in this
beautiful.
gift. So I want you to comment and say sponsor below. We open it up, we put it in there, we give them like a little Christmas present because, baby, you ain't got to wait to Christmas to get a gift. Some of y'all are
Yes.
not unwrapping your gifts. Comment sponsor, man, if you're going to sponsor one child for $9 today. And we tapped in Speaking Dreams. And I know it's a few people that already said it. The council, I got yours. Miss Key Brooks, send me a DM. If you said sponsor, DM me. Comment sponsor right now if you're going to tap in and support. I love y'all to life. And I would
And y'all
never
know
tell
Rich
you I love you to
Auntie
death.
already done sponsored y'all. Y'all already know. So I'm waiting on mine to come in the mail right now so I can show you guys.
You,
But
you
you
never.
guys, he's doing a great work. Make sure you type in the word sponsor to be a sponsor. It's $9, you guys, a month to be a sponsor to a child.
All right,
Miss
Reflection,
Brooks
send
just
me a
said,
DM. Send me a DM, Reflection. Miss Key Brooks, please DM me right now. Det, the counselor.
Look at my
Deb,
community coming on
Deb, the
in.
counselor. Deb, the counselor. Okay, send me a DM. Not Det, Deb, the counselor.
I always
Send me
do
a
that
DM.
too. She had to do it.
Hey, that's the brain right there.
Yes.
I threw two T's in there. Det,
Yeah.
Deb, the counselor. Yeah, send me a DM, man. We gonna tap in, man. I love y'all, beautiful
We
people. If
need
you,
one more. We need one more person.
yeah,
Do we have four? We want to get four people to be a sponsor, you guys, and these are for the children.
absolutely to bless four children, man. Four people pay
Four.
$9.19. That's it.
Man, I am so thankful for this live, you guys. He said this is the first live that he's done this year. I am just so honored to be connected to this young man that's doing great things. He's in the city of, I mean, he's in the state of Georgia and Atlanta,
Absolutely.
Atlanta, doing great things.
I'm in
So
Atlanta right now. You want to see? I'm gonna show y'all the dream wall real
let's
quick.
go. Let's go. Y'all better come
Yeah,
on in here.
yeah,
Look
I
at
got
the Rich Auntie. They say DM sent. That's right, Miss Brooke. Let me
show
shout out.
y'all.
If you in the Rich Auntie community, I want y'all to stand up. We got Miss Brooks. We got Deb the counselor. I saw my sis Lipstick buying money. I saw my son come in here. Oh, look at this dream wall, y'all. Speak your dream into existence. I saw Coach Joy in here.
So you
OM.
see, nobody
Tell
can
us
never.
what all
No,
this represents. I know that's Alabama. You from
and because
Alabama.
I don't ever want my city can never say that I forgot where I came from.
And what's the name? Alexander?
Alexander City,
Come
Alabama.
on,
That's where I'm from.
Alexander City, Alabama.
You know what I'm saying? These bars represent me going to jail. I was behind the bars, and my grandmama said they may have your body, but they do not have your mind. That's how we created Wealthy Minds. This right here is the dream button, the dream activator. If you want a dream activator, all you got to do is say activator. Just say activator. These mean tap it 4 times, and you are tapping into your superpowers, and you are activating your purpose and your dream to speak your dreams into existence. So if you want one of these, let me know. It's a dream activator, which is a button, y'all. Let me know. Just say activator in the comments. As you know, that is me and all the freckles. I think that's about 63 freckles on the face, maybe a little bit more. You know
Love
what I'm
it.
saying? This right here, Anniston, Alabama. Shout out to Anniston, Alabama. This represents the 36 months that I was in fact homeless. 36 months.
Wow.
And I was sleeping in this truck right here, a red Ford Explorer. I think they should sponsor me right now. Come on, Ford. I need y'all sponsorship. And this right here, I represents the 5,000 t-shirts that I sold fresh out of being homeless. I sold
Wow.
5,000 t-shirts in 3 months. This right here is a small dream wall because when I was living in LA, I had an entire house that thousands of people came to and wrote their dream on the wall. This was the original dream wall. This is just a small portion of it. But that's what it looked
Wow.
like. It was a white, the walls was white, and then these would be people's dreams in my whole
Oh,
house.
okay.
We left the door unlocking, people, strangers, all types of people. I didn't care. I was struggling in. I turned the house into an inspiration. And people would come in all times of night writing their dreams on the wall.
Wow.
You feel me? This is a dream wall that's in Los Angeles, out in the community that people go to publicly to speak their dreams into existence, recording a video of them speaking life into their dreams and posting it online, tagging me at Billionaire
Is
PR.
it still there? Is
Absolutely,
it still there?
it's still there. These are
Oh,
all
I'm gonna have to go. You have to send me. You have to text me the address. I want to go there.
absolutely. We got one in Atlanta too, if you in Atlanta. And if you want me to put one up in your city, just send me a DM and say Dream Wall. If you know a person or a place that has a wall and they want us to paint the wall, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at these dream walls we doing, man. We not playing, man. Here's another dream wall. As soon as you walk in my office, you're gonna see it says, I appreciate your existence. Look at the candles walking. We have it lit up out here. Look at the ceiling, man. I turned this house into a dream home.
Let's
You
go.
see, this,
Let's go.
this is my
Let's
office
go.
right
Let's
here. This is where
go.
I work at all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? You see the quote right there, I love you to life, and this is where I'm set up, working right here with y'all right now. So, yeah, man, if you know a city, if you in a city you know a place they want us to paint the wall, you want to sponsor it, let us know. We'll come and paint that wall to inspire the whole city to speak their dreams into existence. And we'll get thousands of people to come to the wall. So if that's what you want and you want to support that, comment Dream Wall. I'm not playing. Do not comment if you is not serious, because I am all actions.
Yes.
We need one in Houston. All we need is the building and the funding. I'm straightforward. These walls that we did cost anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000.
Wow.
And as transparent as it gets. I pay all my artists to come out and do it, and then we have a whole community event where we bring in hundreds and thousands of people out.
Someone asked, is one in Philly?
I don't have one in Philly yet, but I would love to. If you know somebody in Philly, if you know somebody in Houston that you know the wall, all we need is the wall and the budget. We coming. We'll have that wall up. We'll have that wall up in 30 days, and we'll have videos of thousands of people out there. If you know Billionaire, you know I'm telling the truth. We don't do that, baby.
Oh my goodness. Listen, put in the chat if you have been inspired by this live. I'm so inspired by my own live, honey. I be telling people, I be so happy about my own live, honey. I am so thankful to be connected to authentic people that are really living in their purpose, you guys. And that's what he is doing, and he is executing. Listen, at this time in my life, I don't want to be a part of someone's life that's still faking and pretending for people, honey. And when I say I'm the rich auntie, I'm not talking about rich in money, but money is a part of it. But I'm talking about rich in love, joy, peace, gentleness, you guys, long suffering, fruits of the spirit, you guys, but also manifesting generational wealth. Honey, I am living in my truth right now, and I love my wealthy brother that is doing the same. And he's not just talking it, because a lot of us are talking, but we're not executing. And then listen, stop being a chameleon everywhere you go. Stop being a chameleon everywhere you go. Well, I'm going to be like this when I come over here, and I'm going to be like that when I come over here. No, be your authentic self wherever you go. Stop trying to be a people pleaser. And that's even in your business too. Stop pleasing people. Be your authentic self. Live in your truth. And that's what I've been doing, just living in my truth. And the more I live in the truth, the more people come in and say, you know what, Rich Auntie, that blessed me, because I feel this same way.
Absolutely.
Live in your truth.
And that's what we doing, Rich Auntie. We living in our authentic truth, and we ain't letting nobody stop us from doing that. I got to send a few people some DMs, so I'm going to send y'all a DM for everybody who wanted to sponsor. Was there anybody else that wanted to sponsor a child's dream? Just comment and sponsor if you don't mind.
You guys, he's really doing it. And you guys, sponsor a child. And not just, he's inspiring people on the street. If you look at his content on his social media, we know that things could be very fickle and people could be very fickle, but he's out here actually changing, speaking his dream into existence. So yes. So if there anyone else that would like to sponsor a child, he showed the Dream Band. I think I got a t-shirt coming. I got some things coming in the mail, honey. When I get it, definitely I'm going to show it to you. And if you follow him in his stories, he shows you when he's packaging up things. So Absolutely. It's not like he's actually doing the things that he's saying. So
yeah, your shirt is coming. I'm waiting on some supplies to come in, and we're gonna get that shipped out. I still got it right here, but it's on the way as well. So we'll have that shipped out by Monday.
Thank you.
Oh, you ain't gotta thank me. Thank you. Thank you for being you.
Yes. Listen, this has been an absolute treat. This has been absolutely uplifting to talk to a Black man on your level that's holistically, physically, mentally, emotionally, just on point. And where you not on point, you say, I'm working on it every day, and I love it. And that's what I'm doing too. I'm drinking my lemon water over there. Over there, I need to go get it. But what it is, like, we got to start being more. We got to put our, not just talking it, but we got to walk it like we talk it. Walk it like we talk it. That's
Absolutely.
what it is.
And we got to do it. Well, listen,
Yes,
I know
yes, yes, yes.
we got a session to do.
Yes, we got
give
a
me like,
session to do, you guys.
give me
Listen,
like,
Rich Auntie over here working. I am elevating my mind, elevating my body, just holistically as well, because I want to be that success coach, that business coach. So when I'm pouring into you, it's from an authentic space, and that's who all I want to deal with. People that really are wanting growth and not just talking about it, but actually executing those things that they want in life. And that's what this gentleman is doing. So we get ready to do a session, you guys. Billionaire PA, what do you want to leave with today?
um, I'm good. We done inspired, and I love y'all to life. Happy Friday. Give me 40 minutes, and then we can hop on the Zoom and do the session.
All right, you guys. You guys have a rich Friday and speak your dreams into existence. Have an amazing day. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Well.
Bye-bye.